Yo, 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 everybody, and welcome to Bevs with the Best, the show where I get the best guest, they pick the best bev, and we have the best sesh. And I'm here with JR. And JR, what drink do we got?
We have sugar-free Red Bull today.
Okay. I'm not gonna like. This is the most nervous I've been trying something.
Really?
I've never. The only time I've ever had an energy drink was yerba, and that shit made me turn into a cartoon character.
Oh shit.
So yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. Oh no, that's actually tough.
No, like it's tangy.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
What? That shit got a little. I didn't want to say the word, but it's a little zesty.
No, yeah.
Like I feel like that's an actual good way to describe it.
You ever had zesty sauce from Burger King?
Nah. I'm not a sauce person, I'm not gonna lie.
That's real.
I just fuck with barbecue sauce. I don't fuck with ranch. I don't fuck with ketchup. Mustard.
No, yeah, I don't think you would like the zesty sauce then, because it's like kind of like spicy ranch, but like before it was cool.
Oh right. Now Burger King slept on though. I appreciate the Burger King respect.
That's what I'm saying. Like the onion rings.
Yes.
The chicken nuggets.
Yes.
Yo.
Nah, I remember they had these ghost pepper nuggets. Those shits were so weak though.
Have you tried the Wendy's ones?
Yeah, those are fire.
Those are heat.
Wendy's is the best fast food in my opinion.
Low key, yeah. No, that's true.
Just facts. Like Wendy's is number one. The best burger. It's the most consistent. But you feel me? JR, Jane Remover in the building. You just dropped.
I did about a week ago, and also last night.
Oh really? Oh, I gotta peep this new one. I was already asleep. But the JR, like, tell me about it. What's up with this new era? Like, I'm loving it.
I don't know. I feel like I had to come back. I feel like there was like, it felt like unfinished business to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was like, that's definitely like my favorite shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I never stopped making it. I just stopped putting it out. So now it's like, I like all my stuff enough to put it out, but like, I just didn't have fun making music in a really long time. And like, this is like the first time that I've like had fun again in a long time. So it's like,
yeah, I definitely feel like the last one was super serious.
no, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like it might have been like too strong of a shift for people, because then like it kind of just like alienated a bunch of people, which like isn't a bad thing sometimes. Like sometimes people do need to be a little bit alienated with the music stuff. Like, but it might have been too much, and especially because my fan base is like so young, they were kind of just like, you know, a lot of people were kind of just like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you know.
I felt like with like Teen Week, I feel like it was like a good introduction. Like, okay, like
fun while it lasted, I guess.
Yeah, because it's just so different. It shocked me when I heard it too. And like I said, it's just like not really my vibe, but it's like I respect it, you know?
No, yeah, I appreciate it.
And like, and I feel like the little singles you've dropped between like Census and now, like Flash in the Pan was fire. Like it seemed like you were kind of leaning towards like a rap. Well, I mean, would you call it? What do you want to call this shit you're making now?
I mean, JR is a rap song.
Yeah, facts.
Like, that's like, because I've been seeing like the Fader post about it and like Pitchfork, and I feel like they're kind of scared to like call it a rap song.
Yeah, that's how
I know in the past, like, because they reviewed Frailty when Frailty came out, but they reviewed it as a rap album, like from Pitchfork, and I was like, well, I've made rap music before, Frailty, but Frailty's not a rap album. That's just like video game, like pop shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But like this is a rap song, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's like 6 verses, you know?
No, you went crazy. And you know, one thing, you know, we're already talking about the old stuff, but like you had the little homage to the old song.
Oh, the Home Switcher sample?
Yeah. That was like, I was like, oh, and you had the Palkia. Now that one had me geeked. Like I love the sound effects. Like you always. My favorite one is like that one where it's like, it's on Frailty. It's like, dude, it's like, pshoo. It sounds like some like
Oh, like the.
It's like a riser. It's like, boom.
Yeah.
That one's my favorite. I don't know what that's from, but you always using some like Pokemon stuff.
I'm doing that again. I'm
really?
Just like, I don't know. I feel like that's what makes my stuff unique. It's just kind of like, let me sample what I like.
No, but I'm not gonna lie. Fuck the music, bro. What's up with Pokemon? Like, why do you like Pokemon so much?
I just think it's hard.
Yeah.
I think like, and there are so many of them, and they all look cool.
Yeah.
And like
what's some like notable?
The soundtrack's obviously awesome.
Oh,
It's like,
now we gotta get into it. Like, which ones you really like?
I've been playing Sun and Moon lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Before Scarlet and Violet came out, I played every single Pokemon game, Fire Red to Sun and Moon. I got super lucky because I never bought Sun and Moon and X and Y because I kind of got out of Pokemon in the 3DS era because for some reason
that's low-key the best era.
What?
In my opinion.
Really?
Like, okay, well, like the DS is like a close second, I feel like, but like I feel like the 3DS, like they really like mastered it low-key. And then they threw it all away with the Switch.
Yo,
like,
that's a hot take. But that's what I feel like is so interesting about Pokemon discourse because I remember everyone hated Black and White. Now Black and White's the best one. So it's like a new one drops, everyone hates it. And then like 3 years later, they're like, oh, wait, this is actually good. Mm-hmm. And then Sun and Moon was actually, I feel like before Scarlet and Violet, I feel like that was like the perfect Pokemon game. I feel like for anyone who was a fan of the franchise, that is the ideal game. Like everyone wants cutscenes, there's cutscenes. Everyone's sick of gym leaders, there's no gym leaders. Mm-hmm. Like the totem Pokemon, and I just think the overall theme of the region, like they nailed it. Like what are those things like the Tapu Lulus?
Oh, like Tapu Lele?
Yeah.
Tapu Koko?
Yeah. Those ones are my favorite mythicals. Like they just match the theme. Like I love how everything's on brand.
No, yeah.
In Alola. Which starter do you choose?
I chose
in that one.
I chose Litten, I think.
Really?
Well, like very first time I played it, I picked what's his name? Rowlet. Mm-hmm. And then
that's some you vibes. I feel like if I had to like choose a Pokemon, nah, I don't think it'd be Rowlet, but I feel like you're grass type vibes.
You think so?
Yeah. What do you think you are?
I don't know. I feel
like electric.
This album's electric type.
Nah, right. Say. Like Ampharos.
Yeah. That's like my favorite.
Oh shit! I didn't even.
No, literally.
No way.
That's like one of my favorites.
Ampharos is you, bro.
Ampharos
is you.
I fuck with like. Or I feel like my music, or at least like the new shit, is like electric, steel, psychic, dark. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little ice type.
And what sense is designated?
That's like ground.
Ground. Yeah, that's a good
ground
one.
Ghost.
Ground ghost, and then frailty's what?
Frailty's like fairy. Like
you know what you should watch? There's like this person on YouTube. She makes like, is your favorite Pokemon girly pop? Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm subscribed to her, Loki.
Yeah, I literally watch her shit all the time, and I'd be like when she'll pull up one I like, I'll be like, oh damn! Like all my favorite ones aren't girly pop. I'm like,
there's nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah. Wait, what other ones besides Ampharos?
I like Bronzong.
Oh, yeah.
Like Registeel, Regice.
Yeah, I feel like you need to have like one or two, like three favorites. Like you need to have like one that you have an emotional.
I have so many favorites.
Yeah, me too.
I like too many. Like I love Raichu.
Oh, Alolan Raichu is fire.
Yo, Alolan Raichu.
Yeah, they snapped on Sun and Moon. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Sun and Moon are the best starters, the best region, the best, not the best new Pokemon, but the best new forms. Yeah. The new forms, Alolan Grimer, where it's like rainbow.
Yes.
That shit is
and then
fire.
It gets like a dark type too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, so what made you get on Sun and Moon?
I had a ROM.
Oh yeah.
And then I randomized it. So like, I've been playing this like fucking crazy, like run. It's like a randomizer. Like, so all the encounters are random and like the starters are random and all that. And like the levels, it's like a level up. Every single level is an evolution. Mm-hmm. And like all the evolutions are random too, so it's like every single level you get like a different team basically, and it's like I'm doing a Nuzlocke of it, and it's like, oh my god, this is like the hardest shit of my life.
Yo, and then like doing that and then making this type of music, like you're just pushing yourself to the extreme. What like happens to you to get you in this like, okay, restart?
I think way too much, and I also like I think way too much, and I read way too much. About me, or like based on like I read too many things about me, what other people write, and like not that I think it's true, because it's like, I don't know, there's so much information online, and like I don't know. I kind of I get dissatisfied with the outcome like literally every time.
Mm-hmm.
So what was funny about like putting this song out,
Mm-hmm.
because like I was talking with my manager about this, and we were like, we basically like shifted we shifted the narrative so many times, like we switched up so many times,
Mm-hmm.
that when we got back to like where we started, everybody was like, what are you doing, you're biting.
Yeah.
You know? Like what are you doing?
Yeah,
why do you sound like why does the beat sound like this?
I feel like there's fans and then there's supporters. Like people will literally like comment shit like, "Oh, this sounds like too hollis," and then still follow you.
No, yeah.
Or they'll be like, oh, my favorite one is on like this Xavier song. Like one of the first comments on Wrist Work, they're like, "Xav looks like he has fetal alcohol syndrome."
What?
And I'm just like, why are you even listening to this song if you hate the guy? Like, I don't get it. Have you?
That's fucking crazy.
And your fans are always wild. And like, have you had? What's the craziest fan interaction?
Somebody on Twitter said I looked like the Boston Bomber
Yo, no comment.
like 4 years ago.
No comment.
Same in the same breath, like I mean, like I can't be mad at people for being mad at me for
Mhm.
switching up so many times,
Mhm.
especially when like a lot of shit gets like misconstrued.
Mhm.
Because I remember like when Census came out, and I was like, well, I'm putting out more mature music now, and like everybody kind of assumed that it was like, oh, well, they think rap music is immature and they hate rap music, and I was like,
That's a show on them.
like
You know what
I
I'm saying?
never
That's
I
not
never
true.
even stopped making rap music. I just stopped putting it out. You know?
Exactly.
Like, and like I was saying, it was immature because I was 16 making songs about being 16.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like,
I turned 17.
yeah.
And I wouldn't even say it's switching up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, because it's still in the same, like you said, the same breath.
Yeah, it's like
As
it's
the
like a
old
return to
stuff.
faith.
Like some,
you know?
this like some Scarecrow 2025
Yes.
vibes. Like that's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, I was freaking out when I watched it. I was like, okay, Jane dropped. And I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, oh, I had no idea what to expect. But I feel like I love the thrill, and I love that you like keep people on your toes like that, because
Yeah.
sometimes with people's music, like you kind of know what you're about to get.
No, yeah.
You
And
know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like thrilling is a good word. I feel like this is the first time music felt like thrilling for me
Mm-hmm.
in a long time.
Yeah, like
you know?
it's just like the rush. I don't really like when people send me unreleased music. I'm like, yo, bro, the best part is just clicking on that album at 12 a.m. and being
No,
like,
yeah.
okay. Have you ever had a song leak?
Yeah.
Oh, well, which
Like
one? Or like,
Census, like most, and this is kind of like the only time, to be honest, because like the only time any music of mine has ever like leaked, aside from like the ball server, there was, I don't know if there was some kind of like data breach in the ball server, or there was like it was just made public, but it was like all of like everybody's beat battles got leaked.
mm-hmm.
And then like most of Census Designated got leaked, because we submitted it to streaming like 3 or 4 months early, and I think that's probably where we fucked up, because like it was just like random Japanese people leaking the album, and it was like, how did you get this,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But aside from that, like no music of mine has ever leaked. But I get and you know, when I was making Frailty, I was having dreams all the time about my music leaking, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd be like, fuck, my song just leaked, I have to go check. And then like I didn't get those dreams for a minute, and like now with this album again, I'm like having dreams about my music being leaked, and I'm like, yeah, I'm making a fucking classic.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
literally. Because it's just like you're so excited, and you're just like, yeah, no, I'm so happy for you to like getting that rush again. But no, I feel like we just mentioned Frailty like so much already. Like when you look back on your old stuff, are you cringing or are you liking it?
I cringe,
Really?
to be honest. But the thing is, I meet like from going on tour, like I've been on 3 tours so far, and like every single time people talk to me about like Frailty, and it's just like, yo, Frailty changed my life. Like I have this Frailty, I have like the first pressing of Frailty, like I have a Frailty tattoo, and it's like, oh, so you really care about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I can't knock on somebody for like caring that much about what I do, even if I don't like it, you know? Because when you put it out, like when you put the music out, like it doesn't even really belong to you anymore, other than like, yeah, you own the rights to it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or at least I do, because like you know, if you're signed to a major or something, and you're like in some weird deal, like, yeah, you don't even own it. But it's like, I own all my music, so like I do kind of get that feeling of like, well, the music doesn't really belong to me unless it's like legally belongs to me.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's like I still made it, like, and it's still like these people coming up to me, like, first of all, like willingly coming to my show, and then like willingly like coming up to me and being like, yo, this thing that you made like affected me in a really positive way. And it's like I can't hate on you for that, even if I think the music is like childish and like insecure sounding, you know?
Yeah, and it's just like you release something and it kind of forms into its own, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a kid growing up.
I guess that's a good way to put it. It's like my albums are like my kids. And I may not be the best mother.
Right, right. That's like that's the stepson or something.
Yeah, that's my stepson.
Yeah. No, but that one, I don't. It was just at the time. It was just like for its time. It was crazy. But
I think so too, because it's even like old people, like old industry people I've met like in person, just be like, oh, I like your album, Frailty. It's really innovative, and it's like, thank you. You're like 40.
Yeah, but you gotta hear the new shit though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know if they'll like the new shit. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, but they seem to.
Yeah, every time you've dropped an album, like I said, like it's just is like, oh, this is what an album should be like. It's not just like a compilation of songs. Like now, back in the 2020 days, everyone had a fucking 3-song EP.
Everybody had a 3-song.
Everyone has a 3-song EP. Everyone has.
I kind of wish I was one of those people that had a 3-song EP.
Nah, bro. How often do you think about 2020?
I've definitely been thinking about it more recently because like my very 2020 sounding song. But like, I don't really think about it that much because I'm not really reminded of it that often.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like talking with like my friends in the community about it, or if I'm talking with you right now about it.
Yeah.
You know. But I honestly don't have any like negative thoughts about it, you know, like I feel like I'm still like in the community in some form. It's just like we were talking about this earlier about like I kind of just like for no explainable reason just like pushed everyone away slowly, and I don't know why. And it's like I'm still mutuals with like 90% of these people, but I like stopped kind of checking in on them and they kind of stopped checking in on me. So it's just like
that's the same case with
you know
me.
It's like
I just in our own
I want to be
bubble.
friends. I want to be friends. I'm just like more reclusive now, you know.
I started just enjoying being by myself, you know, like, and I feel like back then I was, and just at the time too, like we're in our house, like what else are we supposed to do but just talk all day?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I feel like I drained my whole social battery out, and like I needed like a year to like recharge. And then now that I'm moving here, I'm just like, oh, I'm late. Like now I'm making a podcast. I'm like, hey,
that's what I'm saying.
I need to like talk it up.
That's what happens. Like you move to a city, you start being like the most social person ever.
No, literally. And for me, I don't know when this is coming out, but for my birthday, I plan on making a video like ranking every year of my life. And I think 2020 is an S tier.
Low-key, yeah.
Like I just really feel like it was just so fire.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a net negative for the world, but like I think for the individual, you know what I mean? Like
I was like starting to feel ashamed of like being on the internet all the time. But when COVID struck, it's like when it became the lit thing, and when I reconnected with everyone, like we're on Discord till like 3 a.m. and I'm meeting new people and like things like festivals. I'm like, nah, this is home. This is home base. Like I know where home's at. Like the internet's where home's at.
No, like I feel like 2020 was such a formative year, you know, and it's like whether you like it or not, like I feel like 2020, like, cause I know like some people didn't have a good 2020. Like me personally, like I feel like 2020 was like the most important year of my life probably. Now that it's like 2025, and it's like I feel far removed from it in a sense where it's like I don't really know how to use Discord anymore. You know, like I don't join VCs. I actually like am scared by VCs, and like
no, I feel it.
But now it's like I don't want to say nostalgia because like nostalgia feels like saying the word nostalgia kind of feels like acid coming down your throat. But it's like, but
it does. I mean,
it's just it's a fond memory.
Like we were talking about with the 3-song EP is like there's certain feelings, and I feel like that's the feeling of nostalgia. Like certain songs like transport me back to being 16.
Yeah.
Like I remember being in the VC for Teen Week, and I was like, oh my god,
yeah.
Queen.
That Discord listening party.
Nah, E-Fest they're in.
E-Fest
we're doing one.
I'm so down.
Like
literally, like I'm
you would
so.
still be on the mixes though, on the NTS though.
That's why I'm genuinely so happy that like NTS hit me up to like do those because like it didn't really start out that way, like with my mixes being, because I was originally just gonna do like themed mixes every month, and like, oh, this one's like the ambient one, this one's like with the remix one, this one's like the metal one, and then like I think like I came back from tour the first time like last year, and then I was like, you know, I just want to do whatever I want for this one. Like this one's not gonna have a theme, and I'm just gonna see how much I can do for an hour. And then I stayed up for 14 hours, and I spent I stayed up all night. Like it took me 14 hours to make it, but I did it, and then I submitted it the next day, and it was just like received so much better than all my other ones. And like it reminds me so much of the effects, because like my EFES sets all sound like that, you know? It's all just like really, really fast paced, like mashups like all the fucking time, and it's like yeah, this is like home, you know?
Yeah, literally, like I would always be so hyped for your mixes. I remember the one with the Moo Moo Meadows and like Anthony Fantano's in the beginning.
That's the that's Vampalooza 3.
Oh really? Yeah, I come back to that one. It was like Anthony Fantano was like saying your old name wrong. Like,
that's so fucking funny. I actually just met him.
Really?
I met him in September at the Terminal 5 show.
He was hip on you, like,
he was
early.
Like he's like, I know he didn't really like senses. I honestly expected him to like give me a lower score, to be honest. So I was like, you know what, a 6 is fine. But like
that's passing.
Yeah, it's a D.
At least you didn't get a not good.
Ooh, that would be funny though.
Yeah. Do you think?
Like every time I put something out, I kind of just expect critics to hate it, and like or like I expect like. I don't check those music ratings. Like I don't check AOTY or Rate Your Music, but like, or when I was putting out music, like prior to probably like JR was probably the first time I put something out, and I was like, I don't care what anybody thinks, you know, because like even when like with like those 4 songs I put out last year, I was like, I hope people like it. I hope people don't think I'm like stupid or bad or like blah blah blah. But like this time I was kind of just like, fuck it. I know people are gonna like it, you know, like
yeah. Flash in the Pan was gas. I like that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Fantano has like this kind of grip on music, but at the end of the day, or any person who kind of reviews stuff often, it's kind of just what they think. You know what I'm saying? It's not
like
make or break.
It's just the thoughts of one guy, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally,
like as influential as he is, like, because I remember he like whenever he like talks about me, like my streams go up for a little bit, and I'm like, thank you, Anthony.
Yeah.
But like
going back to our child analogy, which one's Census?
Census, that's like the moody teenage daughter. I feel like, or she's like the college age daughter that's like moody, and she like hates her mom. Right,
but she's probably gonna maybe come back around.
Yeah, like she'll grow 40s.
Up. Yeah,
she'll grow up and she'll be very like chill. She'll grow up to be the chill aunt. I feel like
I feel like the same loop with music is similar to Pokemon. I feel like after you drop this stuff, people are gonna be like, I miss Census Jane. I miss it so much.
That seems to not be the case.
Yeah, no, maybe not this time. I was trying to give you some hope. I was like,
no, like I was reading comments. Like I know I shouldn't, but I was, and everybody's like, oh my god, I'm so happy that they stopped doing this boring ass shoegaze. I was like, damn, okay.
Yo. No, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't jacking it either, but I fuck with you though. You know what I'm saying? But this new shit is gas. Shit is gas. No, but yeah, with like nostalgia and like 2020, I just feel like it's just a loop of always missing something.
Yeah.
I'm like really starting to learn now, like versus when I was younger. I'm just starting to just like the now. Like whatever it is, like whatever's happening right now, that's the fire.
Yeah, especially because like Kara. Kara's been doing that, you know? Like Kara's been like doing like the quote unquote digicore shit, you know? Like I know it's like fun to miss it because it's like it feels like everybody was friends, or like
yeah, I feel
at the least like everybody was talking to someone, and now it's kind of like none of us really talk to each other. Like I haven't talked to Kara in a minute, like other than like this tour, but like like she's been doing this, you know.
I feel like it was just like when I heard it, I was just like, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, yeah.
just back to if that's what you fuck with, and she even put like old songs on the tape. You know,
No,
like
yeah.
it's like I respect it. I respect. I really was liking this 2023 stuff when she was.
That like singles run.
Yeah, the one where she
Dude.
shouted out me. Like,
Yes.
like, I've been doing bitches grubby since Dalton was crunchy. Hey! That shit was gas.
No,
That's my favorite
literally.
shout out. That's my favorite shout out. But nah, she has just like stayed down with the rap. And I feel like a lot of people from our time, I feel like we were literally talking about this. Like a lot of people kind of switched it up to kind of go with what was going on, but mostly everyone I feel like went back to rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just like went back to normal because it was like, oh wait, I don't have to fit in with all this stuff. Like I can just do me, and like people are gonna fuck with it, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's
I
just
think
like
that seems to be like the narrative that we're all kind of.
yeah, it's like
coming into this
everyone.
new year
Yeah,
with.
like Kuru's rapping again. Like
Yes.
now that's where we was at yesterday. You know, Kuru's show. You got some new stuff with him?
We had, because I was working on a tape that was like unrelated to the Venturing album or the Jane Remover album. Like I was just working on a tape. Like that one, like that one,
yeah.
that one song you keep asking me to send you. That I was like, I made that one as a joke, but
Yeah.
like, I
Kuru's on that tape.
we made a song, and then I was like, I don't like this beat, and I don't like the way I slid on it, and like I need Keegan to send me these vocals for it so I can mix it, and then like none of it really happened. So I was like, you know what, let me send you a different beat, let's start over.
Yeah. No, you'd make some new. Now that's what I was telling her too. Like she needs some new shit with EXO. Like you like the what's that one? Runts. That one's gas.
Yeah.
But even his music, I'm telling you, everyone's new shit is just way better.
No, like that album EXO dropped last year was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm an embryo. That's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Ice Cream.
Ice Cream. Yeah, that's the one. That's the Majin Bloody one. Yeah, but it's crazy. I like the old. I just like how I felt in the times.
No, yeah.
Verse, not the actual music. Like I'm
like just when everything felt new.
Yeah, like I'm like listening to Runts now, and I'm like, hold on, let me put on Tundra. Like I'm just like,
no, yeah.
Or like Arrogant. Like at the time it was like, oh my god, you're the goat, you're the goat, you're the
yeah.
goat. Or like even with your stuff, like Teen Week, I'm just like Home Switcher. That shit low-key pisses me off now. I'm like, I've heard this shit too much, bro.
I've heard this shit too much.
No, in the E-Fest era, bro, that was like everyone's shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my fucking god, bro. Can you think of like a favorite old mix you made?
A favorite old mix? Vampalooza 2.5. That one is fire. I remember the visualizer I made for that. Because like I use Sony Vegas to make all my shit.
Yeah, same.
And like editing it was so painstaking for me. I was like, by the time I was rendered, I was just like, I don't give a fuck. I hope people like it. Same thing with like Vampalooza 3, because like that was like the Twitch E-Fest, like not the Discord E-Fest. Like I made visuals for that, and like just rendering it was like so fucking frustrating. Even this music video that I put out like last week, like
I used Sony Vegas 14.
I've used various different ones. Like it started with like I had a disc of Sony Vegas 11 that my mom was like, I found this at my work. Do you want it? And it was like, you're a teacher. How do you have this? But I was like, sure. And then because I was into edits on like Vine at the time. Like that's how long ago it was. And like I just learned to edit from there. And then like
that's how I got into music. Like was just like hearing like Denzel Curry in like an anime edit, and I was like, oh yeah, this is
there's a TikTok account that's like a huge ass archive of like all the AMVs on Vine.
Oh, my favorite one edit of all time is like that Alice in Wonderland Toxic, where it's like taste.
Yo,
that is fire. I was literally bumping that before you came. That like
no, that song is crazy.
I have it reposted on my TikTok. I'm gonna show you after this, but it's like,
wait, do I follow you on TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I just never post anything.
Me neither. Like I only post to friends only.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like TikTok, I used to be on TikTok I used to post on TikTok all the time. Because there are like compilations of me when I was like 17 and all my little.
Now
TikToks.
you used to be funny. You had a little comedian arc. I remember.
But like now I just post on friends only, and I'm like, wait, my video got 7 likes on friends only. I'm famous.
Nah, when the private account runs up, that's when you know you have like 3 likes, 4 likes. Like, oh,
when you get 5 likes on a private tweet, that's like, oh, this would have been a banger if you posted it on me.
Yeah. Nah, literally. I mean, I kind of felt that way too. Like, I actually the other day I deleted every tweet I've ever said. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done talking.
No, that's real.
I kind of just feel like I've said too much. Like,
that's why I feel like I wiped my Instagram like prior to rolling out this album, and like everybody thought that I was wiping my Instagram like for the purpose of a rollout like early, and I was just like, no, I just don't really want to like be seen right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, some people would say that you're mysterious. Like, do you feel like you have that mysterious vibe? Or?
That would be nice. I think like I feel like I'm just a normal person.
Yeah,
you know, like
facts.
I think like I've on Twitter I definitely like try to be mysterious because it's just like I like to play games. But like
right, it's silly.
I like to play little games with people, but I think I don't know. I think I just try to come across as like a normal person. Cause
you try to like change yourself as a person, like it's way different than just music.
Yeah,
because it's like you could be on some mysterious vibes, but then someone's gonna reply to your tweet with like a TikTok from when you're 17, and you're like,
no,
oh,
literally,
wait, I'm fried.
And it's like, oh, remember when you were like trying to be funny when on TikTok when you had like 500 followers?
Yeah, and you're like, oh, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, and it's like the only way they found that is through like fucking like Internet Archive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing about like new fans like pretending to be old fans, and it's like you were 10 when Teen Week came out, and now you want to say like that's the era that you prefer for me. It's like you don't even. I can tell you went on Internet Archive and like.
One last thing about Frailty, I think I even texted you about it.
I think
the
might have.
No, like, would you fuck with the Walton Files?
I do.
Like you did? Was that like?
But I didn't know about the Walton Files until like after Frailty came out, though.
Yeah, that was like, the vibe. It was like some like analog horror vibes. Was that what you were kind of going for?
The teasers, yeah. But I don't even remember. I think it was just like it was 2021, and I was watching a fuck ton of like Corey Kenshin. Like, and I was like, wait, analog horror. Wow, I love analog horror. Yeah. And I love Corey Kenshin.
Yeah. Now he just came back. Like,
no,
it's coming back. It's like, coming back. Not yeah, the new episode was like the biggest disappointment of my life. Of the new Walton Files.
Oh, I haven't even tuned in, to be honest.
That one, I waited 2 years. Like, he was delaying it, but you know, you got to take your time with stuff.
No, yeah, I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
because my YouTube is literally just like Pokemon, Family Guy, American Dad, like you know, like those like 7-hour videos of like American Dad full episodes, no zoom, no cuts, like
no, I've been watching Lucky Star lately on YouTube. Yeah. Or
do you remember the Funimation YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh,
fire.
Yes.
And also
that's why I watched Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah. And I've been watching like Little Women LA and like Little Women Dallas. I've been watching like and Little Women Atlanta, like the 3-hour fight compilations.
Little Women, like,
oh, like,
are they little?
Like little people, like
like actual Little Women.
Yeah, like actual.
I don't know why my mind went to the book.
No. No. Little Women LA would be crazy. Like they just like, you know, they got Celsiuses and Erewhon like in. No, but just like actual little people, and they like it's like Real Housewives, but little people.
Okay, because I was watching Housewives like last summer. I was on a big ass Housewives kick.
Reality TV is my favorite.
Same. I gotta get back into it.
Dance Moms, gas.
Dance Moms.
Season 3.
Oh my god!
You gotta watch the first 3 seasons. Are fire.
I just remember being in middle school when Dance Moms came out, and like. It would literally just be like me and my sister would like go over to our friend's house after school and then be like, guys, we gotta watch the new Dance Moms.
No, season 3. Nah, I'm telling you, Jane. Look, so it was all girls the whole time, and then their rival studio, they brought in these boys, and they fucked the game up. Like,
damn,
they started losing because it's like, what the hell are boys doing dancing? Like, I'm like, and this one kid,
what the hell are boys doing dancing?
Right.
Do you know like Whoa Vicky's Twitter?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love this new religious arc she's on.
And it's like, there's that one tweet that's like, any man doing TikTok dances, moving your hips is gay.
Who's your favorite social media presence? I'm not gonna lie, Azalea Banks.
I feel Azalea makes us
I bet
funny,
she's
but I
pretty
feel like
good.
she's like
No, lately she's been fried.
lately she has like repeated fried arcs where it's like, or like it'll be like every 3 summers or so she'll be like
Actually dropping bangers.
like every like 3 summers or like I remember like summer 2021 she was just like on a kick of being like the most like correct person ever. And then she started just being like crash outy again. And it was like, oh yeah,
she be going in like it's like, oh, it kind of makes you uncomfortable. It's like
the thing is she's just like she's mean as fuck, and she like she reads people to such a degree that's like it, like if somebody told this to me I would cry.
Yeah. Now my favorite shit that she ever posted was like, I need a bump of coke and Jewish dick. That one, it's so funny, bro.
That's crazy.
Is that your vibe? What's
my vibe? I need a bump of coke and Jewish dick.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed. But like,
I don't know why I just asked that. Yo, that got it, bro. No, who else? I like Space Ghost Perp too. I low-key love the crash outs. Space Ghost Perp is hilarious, bro. That video where he's in his bathroom, he's just saying "fuck everyone." That's like my favorite video. I'm fueled by the rage.
You're fueled by the rage.
That's what JR was like. You were like shitting on people.
You're fueled by the rage.
No,
yeah. You know, like, you know the meme about like posting an album and it's like she came on this mad as hell. That's like this whole album, to be honest.
Nah,
like,
facts. You're ready? Are you excited to? You decided to go crazy this year?
Yeah. Because like what I want to do is just like I'm dropping, and this is kind of coincidental because I honestly like after tour I was gonna take a break, or like I had like a different sounding album that had like Flash and Magic and Teleport on it, and I was like, okay, well this is the album that's gonna come out, and then I went on tour and I scrapped the album mid tour and it was 18 tracks and it was like basically done, and I was like, you know what, no, so I was like, let me just take a break when I get home.
Right.
And then
play some Pokemon. You feel me?
But then I came home, and then there were maggots all over my fridge, and actually my lights were off. I came home to my lights off, which was really funny, and I definitely did not have a mini crash out about that.
That's what fueled the whole song with the maggots.
Kind of, but it was like, I don't know. I kind of lucked out, and like I didn't like the night I came home. Like the last night of the tour was in Chicago, so like the original plan was just like, okay, play the show, and go back to my place after, and then I was just like, I don't know, I lucked out and I just didn't spend the night at my place, and then I came home literally the morning after, and I was like, oh, why does it smell like rotting meat in my fridge? And that's because I left Chicago on August 2nd. And I came back on September 22nd.
Oh.
And sometime in between August 2nd and September 22nd, my light bill did not go through, and therefore my lights were turned off. Yeah. Subsequently, all my power also turned off. So I don't know how long my fridge was like that, but it must have been like that for a long time. And the craziest thing is, my landlord never talked to me about it. None of my neighbors talked to me about it. Like nobody contacted me about this, so I thought everything was fine. And I came home and it smelled like fucking death. So I just didn't. So like I came home and like I had to sort this thing out, and like I had to sort all this shit out, and I wasn't staying at my house. Like I was like couch surfing for like a week, because I was just like, I can't fucking stay here. It smells like rotting meat. And like they were taking a long ass time to like get my fridge out of there, so I don't know. That was like everything is happening to me that week. You know that one like meme of Doja Cat on IG Live and Madonna comments, everything is going to happen to you. Yeah. Like somebody did that with me.
Yeah. No, that just sounds like. I mean, that sounds like the song.
Yeah. Like everything is happening to me, and also here are the feelings that I've harbored for the past 4 years. You know. Like.
Yeah. No, I'm loving it. Like for me, odd years are always better than even years. Like I'm just feel like 2025 is about to be crazy. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like 2019, good year. 2020, as we said, like is a good year.
Yeah, that was the first even year I feel like was fire.
I mean, 2021 obviously wonderful year for me. 2022 was low-key good too. Like I dropped out of school.
Yeah, you're just going crazy.
2022 was a good year for me because I like, you know, I dropped out of school. I started playing my first shows. I went on my first tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I dropped like 2 songs that year, which is like, you know, I was just chilling that year. 2023, low-key not a great year for me. I mean, I moved, which was great. Like, I'm glad I finally moved. But like, aside from that, it was not a pleasant year for me. But 2024 was actually a great year for me. I think.
And do you think now after this tape you have to be chilling or?
No, yeah, because it's literally like Revenge Seekers, which is like the Jane Remover album, and then Ghost Holding, which is the Venturing album, and then like whatever tape I drop after that, which I'm probably just gonna like put out after tour, and then I'm just gonna fuck off after that. And it's like, obviously I'm not gonna stop making music, but I'm just gonna stop like requiring myself to drop music because it's like I can afford a break at this point.
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel with like YouTube. Like when I first started, I had so many ideas. I'm like boom, 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 boom. But then it's like now, it's like shit's not going anywhere. Like I have my whole life to like really sit with an idea or something and like rejuvenate my love for making videos and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather like it take 2 years for me to make like one epic one.
And it'll be like worth it, you know?
Yeah, then just like 15 ones. I'm like, okay, that was all right.
Spending, because like the thing is, census designated took me like a year and a half to make, or like the song that took me the longest on census designated took me a year and a half to finish. And like I made Frailty in the span of 1 summer. And like even with like Revenge Seekers, like I started making Revenge Seekers like as soon as I got home, and like I have to finish it like pretty soon. So it's like I'm giving myself such little time to make 2 albums, and I feel like this is my best shit because I feel like spending so much time on it like kind of fucked it up for me, you know. Even like with the side project shit like Daria Core, like I make all the Daria Core shit, I made the song in 3 hours and I immediately posted it after. Like same with like everything I did pre-teen week, I made it in literally a day, put it out the same day. Even with like Venturing, like like even like the first 2 singles for this new Venturing album, because like my manager didn't manage the project until he asked me to after the second single came out. So I was literally I was like recording the songs, and I would text my manager, just be like, hey, this song is coming out, by the way, I just made it. And then it would come out, and then it would be like the 2020 method of like it being on streaming 3 days later because I didn't like prepare.
Yeah. I feel like that's the best way to do it. You just that rush in the moment, like when you're like, oh, I fuck with this. Because when you sit on it, that's when you notice the flaws.
That's the problem. Because like I was like with Census Designated, I held on the music. I held onto the music for way too long, and I spent too much time making it. Like, because even when I was like, I flew out to LA to get it mixed 2 years ago, and it was like, she was like, this is the most stem. My friend Kayla, who mixed it, she was like, this is the most stems like I've ever seen for like a mixing session. And I was like, I mean, it felt like a compliment, but I was like, oh, it definitely is not, like, it's too much, you know, it's overkill. And I think that also seemed to be like the general consensus with it, is like, I feel like the ideas were there, but it's just like production wise, and like I can tell there's too much shit on the vocal chain. It's like that shit is too much overkill. But in another way, like that's hard. It's hard. Like I think Census, like I think like Idling Somewhere, that song is hard as fuck.
No, I like that one. Yeah.
Like Fling is hard as fuck. Idling's hard as fuck. Title track, I kind of have like mixed feelings about. But like, you know,
yeah,
I feel like
it definitely just like one thing I got from it is like it was just like full. Maybe that's just the word. It just like it was like serious. Like when you're like, I'm doing something mature, it's like everything about it was a level up. Like the rollout, the everything. It's like you're not taking webcam pictures. Like you're in the freaking forest.
No, yeah.
Or I mean the desert or whatever, the field.
I was kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I don't know. I've been everywhere, but I think there is like a point where like it kind of is too much, and I think I put too much on my plate too fast, if that makes sense. Like I moved on too quickly, and I moved on too much.
Yeah, because it more seems like the two would switch. It would seem like Revenge Seekers would be right after Frailty.
Yeah.
you know.
Or like that's what
But here
it
we
makes
are,
sense.
baby.
Like I feel like I was like literally I was saying to my manager like, damn, I wish I made Revenge Seekers like 3 years ago.
Nah, but don't
like,
say that because
no,
now
yeah,
you
'cause
have
now it's
all
like-
your skills.
Now I have all the knowledge and all of the memories that will
Uh-huh.
like fuel this album. You know?
Yeah, because you're like, it's a return to form.
It's a return to form, but now it's like I'm not 19 in 2022 anymore. I'm like 21 in 2025.
Outside with your own crib.
Outside with my own crib.
Right,
Right.
right. Well, I think we low-key should talk about like Daria Core though.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah,
I used to be so averse to talking about it just because I was like, well, it's gonna draw attention to it, and it's like, well, duh, it's like the second sentence on my Wikipedia page, you know, because it's like,
yeah, I just like when I heard all your mixes and stuff, I was just like, yeah, Jane snapped on this. But then when I saw other people like using the same sound effects and same like, how does it feel like making a whole style, like, just whole style? Like that's a like
it is like a whole swag thing.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
a whole. That's like a phrase very few people or a ribbon few people can wear that they made a whole genre.
I feel like
But it's
I used to say it's not a genre.
Because it's literally just people making your shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I guess that's how genres form. It's kind of just
Yeah.
like, you know, one person I guess has to be the pioneer of it. But it's like, I don't know. I told myself I would quit it when it became like if I had a feeling that it would become larger than the main project, and then it kind of did become larger than the main project, and I didn't know what to do about it because now it's like every single interview I did when I was rolling out like census designated would ask me about Daria Core, and it's like I don't know. I felt some type of way about it because I was like, well, I'm like this is the part where I was like I'm trying to be more serious and mature about it, and you're like asking me questions about these like this meme music that like
where you're like drop that bass.
no, exactly, and it's like there's a time and place for that, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not really.
You're over here talking about like
Yeah.
like you
And then like I tried talking about it on Twitter, and then people were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you like the proof is in the pudding that you're like a memey jokey piece of shit. So let's.
And then that's when they're gonna link the 17-year-old TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
know,
it's like people change, people grow, and like you
Yeah.
still show like by doing the mixes and stuff. Now you still like tap back into that, like that. I was so shocked when you did that nasty flip. I was like, yo, this is fire.
that was so crazy.
That
Like,
was probably one of my. That was last year, right?
the nasty remix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was probably one of my highlights of musically, because last year I kind of felt was interesting. It was like
was
the
interesting.
pop rise. Oh, wait.
Like a lot happened.
Brat just changed music forever. Like it
I
going
li-
up. I was
yeah.
so shocked that it went up.
I
was
like
so,
Brat, to be honest.
You
like,
liked it? No, but I'm just saying like it's so different. Like
It
the
is.
mix and everything. Like it doesn't sound like this #1 album.
No, yeah.
And I feel like
being a Charlie fan for a long time was like, it felt rewarding, and it was also kind of like, oh my god, when will this end?
yeah, no. When
just,
Oreo posted the mint Oreos and they're like Brat Oreos, I'm like, all right, it's over.
enough.
Yeah, enough.
Or
Brat,
like
Autumn Brat, no.
no,
It's just
and like,
just
or as soon as Charlie tweeted like Kamala is Brat, like okay, I'm off.
yeah, I'm done.
get me off the ship. Like,
no, literally.
but
I like Chappelle Roan too, but I feel like that's kind of what we were talking about earlier about like you kind of gotta chill on the social media because
true, because she hates her fans bad. Like, but the thing is like, I get it, to be honest, because I feel like I saw this one tweet that was like Chappelle Roan she probably just wanted to be gay famous like Carly Rae Jepsen or like Charlie XCX pre-Brat, and then like now she has like the biggest song ever or like one of the biggest songs ever, and it's like, shit, you know, if I was in her shoes, I would probably hate everyone. Shit, if I was in Chappelle Roan's shoes, I would have killed myself.
No,
like,
really. What's the level you want to get at? Like, I definitely believe that there's levels to fame.
True.
Like,
I don't know. I don't really ask for anything anymore. I'm kind of just like, because especially like after I drop all this music, I kind of just want to like tour and fuck off and like have that being like, because the thing is, I love touring. I just like don't like rolling out shit. Like I'm having fun with this rollout because
it feels
I'm just kinda,
embarrassing.
like, yeah,
guys, support me, please.
at everyone, please listen to my new song.
Oh my gosh, please.
I should do that. I should do that when my album comes out. I'm literally only in like 2 servers.
Yeah,
and like one of them is just like my IRL friends, and then like one of them is like everyone from the community.
Uh-huh.
Nobody does that anymore though.
Yeah,
but
I'm not.
I should
We're
add
bringing it
everyone
back. We're bringing back e-festivals. Discord's back.
Discord Loki is back.
Nah, whole time they've been using it the whole time. I guess in our lives.
We should do like another quarantine, but like one where nobody dies.
Yeah.
Like I think we should have like a harmless quarantine.
Right.
You know?
We're just
like,
all locked in.
Yeah, because like why I would never wish sickness on any. Well, I would wish sickness on a couple people, to be honest. But like,
you know who?
I wouldn't wish sickness on like an entire like on the entire world, you know? Like I wouldn't want another COVID.
I'm glad you don't want that.
No, I mean like I wouldn't wish COVID. Like my family got COVID, you know? Like
I had COVID.
Yeah, I never had COVID.
COVID made me realize about life. I was like, if this is what dying feels like, I don't want to die yet.
Damn.
And that made me like happier.
I've never felt that way unless it was like alcohol poisoning.
No alcohol.
Like, that's what
I thought Red Bull was gonna taste like. I'm not.
What, you thought Red Bull had alcohol in it?
No, I just thought it was gonna taste like alcohol, like whatever it tastes like. Hold on,
I mean, like they were selling vodka Red Bulls at the roller rink last night.
Nah, I've never even tasted anything like this.
Really? You've never had one?
Nah.
The sugar-free version, like, low-key tastes better, but it's also just because, like, I don't know. Me and
I gotta keep it snatched.
Me and sweet treats low-key have a history, so it's like, I don't know. I get the sugar-free version.
Nah, like that's the best way I've ever heard someone describe it. Okay, wait. I have like 3 questions that I ask every artist that's been on. Okay, what song makes you cry that you made?
That I made?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Some of the stuff on the Venturing album makes me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this song on the Venturing album called Guest House that makes me cry. Another song on the Play My Guitar by on the Venturing album makes me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, I used to like, I think the outro of Idling Somewhere used to make me cry a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on the new album makes me cry because it's just like that shit is just mad. That shit is just like it's like mad shit, and it's like the old shit, and then it's like some party shit too.
Yeah,
but
right.
it's all just like 2020, like reminiscing.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, what makes you like do all the side projects and stuff?
There's just some stuff that I wouldn't want to put on main, you know, like literally like the whole Venturing album.
Its own thing.
I mean, well, it was its own thing, like, cause there was this whole fucking thing about lore. It's like, I mean, like the band used to it used to be like a fake band that I came up with, and I was like gonna do lore for it, and then I decided not to, and then like I don't know, I got so much flack on Twitter because people were like, I don't know. So there were words that got like misconstrued. I think I'm using that word right, but it's basically just like I didn't want to do the lore anymore, so I said like when the song came out last month, I was like, "Yo, no more lore." And
you're like, oh my god.
No, but the thing is, nobody really understood that. So then like it all just kind of happened, and like my PR guys, like they asked to do press, like, do you want us to do press for this? And I was like, oh, sure. And I wanted to be insistent on like dropping the lore. Like I told them like, yo, can you tell whoever you send this out to like tell them that there's no more lore? But like, and they did ask people to do that, but the message, like, the thing is like, because I only learned this until afterwards, but like Venturing had like a rate your music page, and it had like a fan written bio. And then like basically all of the PR for that song was like just pasting the fan written bio essentially. Right. So people basically thought that it was still on, and I was like, yo, can you like double down and say like, I'm not trying to do lore, like this is just a Jane Remover album now, like under a different name. And but then like it, because I said like this is just a copy and pasted like fan art, like fan bio, but then they thought like that I had said that the lore was just made up by fans, which isn't really true. I mean, like, if there's anything I can blame the fans for, I guess, it's just like blowing it out of proportion. But it's like there was lore. It's just like I just didn't feel like telling a story anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'm a good storyteller. I just wanted to make music. And I also feel like
it's just an extra step. Like
Yeah.
you're saying with like the census, it's like you don't need all these extra layers if the shit's already hard.
that's what I'm saying. And like census designated already, like it kind of scared me out of putting out another rock album, because like the album after census was going to be another rock album at first. And I started making it like immediately after the album came out, and I was like, no, this is shit from a butt. And like nobody wants this, so I don't know, and then I stopped.
No,
so.
like I fucked with where you were going with the venturing though, like with like the lost media, like lost found. There's
that I think was really cool. Yeah,
like there's this brand called Rot Burrow that my friend, I'm gonna show you. It's on some vibes like that where it's like lost. I'm gonna show you after this. Okay. So the second one is like, what's a song by you that you just hate?
You know, this answer used to be Home Switcher, but like,
hate might be the wrong word, but it's like
no, there are definitely some songs of mine that I hate.
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
well, even for the question, because I just said hate right now, but like, because I felt like you might actually have one, but the question has been like, what's a song that everyone loves, and like when they say it to you, you're like, oh my god, like really.
That used to be Home Switcher, but now I just think that song is really funny now, and especially like it's become an inside joke about that line about like you get it, Scooter. Like
now that shit makes me laugh.
It's so fucking funny. Like I can't even be mad at it. Like, cause like look, I didn't expect that song to get 5 million streams. You know what I mean? Like,
and at the time we were like, this is fire.
No, literally, it's like I wrote that. I recorded that when I was 16. Like, I don't know that. Like I thought it was fire at the time, and now it's like. It's corny, but it's like it's really funny, and I also think like I like the beat, so it's like, you know, how can I not like have a little bit of love for it? Yeah. But like, I don't know. I think like something that like the fans usually come up to me and say like, oh, this song is like, I love this song by you. It's usually like Movies for Guys, probably.
Yeah. What's wrong with that one?
It just, I don't know, it makes me feel some type of way. I feel like it's like, I feel like it's kind of corny, to be honest.
The beat's fire.
I do like the beat.
Yeah. Wait, did you ever drop like a Frailty Just the Beats?
No.
That'd be fire.
I should do that for like an anniversary version or something. Like I might, like, cause I was talking to my manager and like I was like, oh, we should reissue this album for like the 5th or the 10th anniversary, and just like.
No, I thought you should do that.
Yeah, and then like have like the high quality cover art.
Yeah, like no diss to your vocals, but like
the
production was fire. No, I like that one.
It's like. Like,
no, I fucked with how you actually took advice. Like when Anthony Patana was like, oh yeah, the vocals, I'm not, and you're like, hold on. That's what I was proud of you on the census. I was like, okay. Now she's like,
and I mean, like even then, I still sounded pretty like insecure on it. I feel like these last like 5 songs that I put out, I feel like have been like, yeah, I'm not really like, yeah, I know I can sing, I know I can rap, you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's the full, like you needed all this shit to get to the now.
Yeah,
like, I'm glad you didn't make this a long time ago. Like we were saying, like you just gotta be grateful for the now. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Cause it's like, it's more about like, oh, if I showed people from like in 2022, like this album that I'm making in 2025 is like, everybody would be like, oh my God, what the fuck? But like the same thing is happening now. So it's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
But a different what the fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, what the fuck? Like that.
Yeah. And then, what do you think is your most underrated song?
Damn. Off the Venturing project, probably Halloween.
I haven't even kept up with it. I didn't even know you made it a separate. I just remember the ones you file replaced.
No, yeah. I definitely just like the first 2 songs I dropped like on the low. Like I didn't even tell anyone I dropped it. I was except for like my manager, but I would just like post it, not say anything, and just like let the fans find it. Yeah. And then like they can make their noise about it, which is like, I feel like that's like a good from like generating hype standard, but it's like
some ARG shit.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like promoting the music anymore. Like,
promoting is so embarrassing. Literally,
like when the new Venturing song came out like yesterday, I literally just tweeted "song out now."
Yeah.
Album next.
I usually just link the shit. I don't even explain.
I didn't even link it. I literally just tweeted like "dead forever out now,"
And then knowing you, it gets like 7,000 likes, and then someone probably spit like
that was my most viewed story ever on Instagram.
And then they make like someone. Nah, I missed 2020, bro. Like like people would really lock it on the snippets though.
Damn. You know, I might start doing that. I might start posting snippets again.
Trillers are back.
I was saying this, like, when the song is so fire that you, like, are tempted to re-download Triller.
Yeah, no, I deleted TikTok, and I just have, like, hella Trillers. All the songs I like, I download.
And make a Triller?
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that.
Nah, Zave's new Triller, it was gas, though. And then what's your most underrated Normal Jane song? Or you could also maybe throw in a underrated Leroy.
Underrated Leroy. I feel like all of Grave Robbing is, like, low-key underrated as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But, like... Underrated Jane Remover song, probably like, again, like Idling Somewhere probably, or like, damn, I don't know, cause like I feel like all of my old shit I feel like is rated, like it's kind of overrated, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like all of my like new shit that I put out like last year, like I wouldn't call it underrated, cause like it's just my favorite stuff that I put out, and it's like performing the best out of everything I've ever put out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can't say it's underrated or overrated. It's just like, I don't know.
Moderately. It's just like normal.
Yeah.
It's calm.
Unless you want to say like the concept of Jane Remover is underrated, low-key. That's what I'm saying.
For another time,
that's a topic. That's a topic for next time I'm in New York.
So Jane Remover, can people look out for you in 2025?
I'm dropping 2 albums, and I'm performing one of them live. I'm performing the Jane Remover album live, and maybe look, there's a tour, there's a Jane Remover tour. I would love to do a venturing tour sometime, but I just don't know when, to be honest. Like that shit has to be like right, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a new album coming out soon, and there's a new tour that coincides this new album.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I might drop a tape after it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't have anything to do with the album.
Mm-hmm. You want to shout out all your people.
Shout out all my people. Shout out Jesse.
Uh-huh.
That's my manager. If Jesse wasn't managing me, then nobody would be managing me, and I can't afford to not have a manager. And he's also my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out the Big Apple.
What's your final word?
My final word? It's Pizza Friday.